So before I started my career in recruitment, I actually worked for Tesco for 6 years. In March 2018, so just over 3 years ago, I joined a boutique recruitment agency based in Altrincham. Here I was recruiting chefs for a number of pubs, bars and restaurants, some smaller operators and nationwide chains. After nearly 3 decent years with them, I decided I wanted to explore more lucrative markets, so reached out to Energize to discuss opportunities within their London digital space. A friend of mine joined Energize a couple of years ago, and he spoke really highly of the company and the training that they had to offer. I'd also been in contact with Jenny a couple of times over that period, and what I quite liked was that she wasn't particularly pushy, which I know that quite a few Rec to Recs can be. So I was particularly fond of the company, their vision, their purpose, and more importantly, their growth aspirations. As becoming a team manager in the next 12 to 18 months was something that I was personally looking to achieve. I was also interested in the buoyancy of the market, as the digital space is something that over the last 12 months has grown quite rapidly. I'm used to recruiting in sectors which are pretty abundant with candidates, so the idea of working with smaller talent pool, where a more targeted sort of headhunt style approach was required, seemed a bit more interesting. So since joining the business, I've made 9 placements. I've won Consultant of the Week 3 times, and I've beaten my biggest ever month with my previous company after just 5 months in the business. So I'm pretty happy with how it's going so far. When I joined Energize, I was told about the 8-week training program. I'll be honest, initially I thought that with 3 years experience, there's probably nothing that I'd be able to take from it. Turns out I couldn't be more wrong. Going back to basics was great. They'll teach you everything from how to pick up the phone to a candidate, how to resource, how to call a client, all the sort of day-to-day stuff that you do and think that you can do well. Last year, I was actually on furlough for most of the year, so it was quite nice to sharpen up on a few bits that perhaps I got a little bit rusty. One thing that we do quite well here is you're actually trained by experts within the business. So, a module was done by Craig, who's the managing director, and the new business or BD sessions were run by Paul, who's the new head of business development, which was great. For someone who's either new to the industry or has experience, I'd strongly recommend it. And having been through it myself recently, I can vouch. It's an absolutely great training period.